Barcelona will win the Champions League, and Athletic Bilbao is going to win the UEFA Europa League title this year. And the two teams are going to face off in the Super Cup over at Udine, Italia, at the Stadio Friuli. So here we are. In Gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers. Let's start with the final held at Bilbao's stadium. So I like Athletic Bilbao to win the Europa League at their own stadium. Just Bayern Munich played a Champions League final in their own stadium, and Bayern's hosting the final this year in the Champions League. I like a home team in the final at Bilbao. Athletic Bilbao to win the Europa League title at their own stadium. Tottenham is terrible. Man United is terrible. Italian clubs are not good, so Lazio are not going to win it. Bilbao can win the final at Spain. Spain's 23, Bilbao is 23. They can play in a home final. It's home, that's Gematria Bilbao. A home final is Gematria 13. Notice that Bilbao can win the Europa League 13 years after they lost their last Europa League final to Atletico. So their last final in 2012, Bilbao is going to improve the 1 and 2 in the final to win the Europa League. So Spain is going to be in the final yet again. It is manager Ernesto Valverde that used to be Barcelona's manager. So I like Ernesto Valverde to face off against his former team, Barcelona, in the final of the UEFA Super Cup after he wins the Europa League. His birthday is February the 9th. The amount of time from Ernesto Valverde's birthday to the UEFA Super Cup on August the 13th would mark 6 months and 4 days. He's born in the year 64. Just over 26 weeks later would be Gematria the final at Udine. Udine's Gematria 26. The Super Cup is 185 days after Ernesto Valverde's birthday. Futbol Club Barcelona is Gematria of 185. Obviously, Yamal's birthday is going to figure into this equation as well. His birthday on July the 13th to the day of the Super Cup would leave us with 31 days. 4 weeks, 3 days would be Gematria champion, and I think Barca's. I always think Barca equals 43, but it's actually 25 and 16. Back to Yamal's birthday. His birthday is 31 days before the Super Cup in Gematria. What was I going to say? Oh, the final's at Udinese Stadium. Udinese's Gematria 32. The final would be at Udinese Stadium. An end day included. It would just be 32 days from his birthday to the UEFA Super Cup at Udinese Stadium. Udinese's Gematria 32. The winner of the finals at Munich. The final would be at Munich. And let's just include Mohamed Salah. Mohamed is Gematria 31 and 32. So I want you guys to see the amount of time from the Champions League final on the 31st to Yamal's birthday, connecting the Champions League to Yamal's birthday. It's going to connect to the opponent of the Champions League final. So The amount of time from the Champions League final to Yamal's birthday is 6 weeks and a day, and that's where we get Liverpool FC. And what about the Europa League final? The Europa League final is May the 21st, right? May the 21st to Yamal's birthday is 53 days. It's funny how Udine is 53. So the Europa League final is 53 days before Yamal's birthday, so the winner of the Europa League is going to face off against Yamal at Udine if it's 53 days from the Europa League final to Yamal's birthday. Okay, what about the Europa League final to the Super Cup? Europa League final May 21st, in the Super Cup August 13th. It'd be 12 weeks later, and Athletic Bilbao can improve to 1-2 in the Europa League final. Going back to the UEFA Super Cup. Udine, Italia is 51. It could be the first title since Lionel Messi was, with Barcelona. First time they win the Champions League. To the city of Udinese we go to. All right, let's narrow it down to the stadium. The Stadio Friuli. The stadium is located in Rizzi, about 4 kilometers from the city center of Udine. Rizzi is Gematria of 29, which is, I think, Gematria of Lamine Yamal. Yamal is Gematria of 29, so Yamal is Gematria of Rizzi, where the final of the Super Cup is going to be at. Opened in 1976, 49 years later. I'm not sure what 49 is about. I not only want to do Udinese, but I want to do Udinese Calcio. Udinese Calcio 78, which Club Athletic is Gematria of 78. Athletic is Gematria of 78. And then there are 48 prior Europa Leagues. And this is the 54th edition of the Europa League final. The San Mamés Stadium is the site of the Europa League final. San Mamés would be Club Athletic Bilbao. They lost the Europa League final to Atletico in 2012. Then they can win it 13 years later at San Mamés. They lost the Europa League final to Atletico Madrid 13 years ago. List of UEFA Super Cups. Or to the Europa League, it's worth noting that Bilbao's first final was in the year 77 and Udinese's Gematria 77. Bilbao won the Copa del Rey April the 6th last year, so this can be a second consecutive year that they win a trophy. So May 21st is the day of the Europa League final, right? Just over 13 months later, they win another trophy. 59 weeks at Spain. Spain's Camacho 59. Now back to Valverde's birthday. Valverde's birthday to the final. That gives us, I'm not sure what 101 is about. I gotta go to a list of Super Cups. Nico Williams is going to be a very important player, a star in the Spanish national team. Nico's Camacho of Bilbao, where the final's at. Nico Williams is Camacho of Udinese. Athletic Bilbao's first Europa final in year 77, and the final's 185 days after Ernesto Valverde's birthday. Williams will be perfect because Williams is Camacho of Champions 98, and then Williams 35 is Camacho of Barcelona. Oihan Sanchez is going to be important because he's the top scorer this year. Oihan is Camacho of Bayern, where the Champions League final is going to be at. The winner of the 33rd Champions League, since it was renamed from the European Cup, can play against Athletic in the Super Cup. Athletic's Camacho of the 33rd Champions League. They could be the winner of the Europa League of the year of the 33rd Champions League. So this is Europa League finals. Spain can make it to their 20th final at España. Spain in Spanish is España. España is Camacho of their 20th final at the actual country of España. Barcelona could improve this 6-4 in the Super Cup against Valverde, born in '64. You know, six months and 4 days after Valverde's birthday, they're going to beat Valverde. Spain can appear in their 33rd Super Cup final. Athletic is Camacho of 33. The winner of the Champions League at Munich. Munichen's 33, Barcelona's first title since at Berlin in 2015. And Athletic is 33. Because this is the 33rd edition of the Champions League since it was renamed from the European Cup. So I believe a 16th runner-up for Spain against Yamal. 16... Yamal's Camacho of 16. Stadio Friuli is known as Blue Energy Stadium. Blue Energy's Camacho of April the 6th, their last final. Their last trophy, I should say, for Bilbao. Blue Energy 44 is Camacho of FC Barcelona. It's also Camacho of, I think it's Club Athletic. That's Camacho 44. That's another name for Bilbao. They are the Basque peoples. Basque is Gamache of España. Basque would be Gamache of the 34th appearance in the Super Cup final if we see an all-Spanish final again. Athletic Club, Athletic Bilbao. The full name is Athletic Club. Who will Bilbao beat in the final is a great question. Let me go to the Europa League bracket. Okay, Bilbao are going to beat Roma, obviously. They're going to take on Jose Mourinho and Fenerbahce. And I think Club Bilbao can handle Fenerbahce. United are terrible, so you never know if Sociedad are going to win. But if Club Athletic does face Man United, it's Man U. That's Camacho of Bilbao's next final 13 years after 2012, if they do play against Man United. It looks like Lazio and Tottenham are the main contenders on the other side of that bracket. Tottenham is 116 and 35. Tottenham 116. The Athletic Club is also Camacho 116. So we could be looking at Tottenham in the final. Athletic Bilbao lost their first Europa League final to Juventus. And Juventus were the team that last Barcelona's last Champions League title came against Juventus. So Tottenham could lose their next final 51 years later, after 1974. That 51 would be Hotspur, the Hotspur. The Hotspurs Camacho 51. It's Son that's Camacho 12. If Bilbao played Tottenham in the final, they improved the 1-2 in the final by beating Son. If they do play against Spurs. could be looking at Bilbao over Tottenham in the final of the Europa League. The Champions League final at Madrid, and then the Europa League final at Bilbao.